In December 2023, Poland's Ministry of Digital Communications received a strange report. Multiple hikers near the Sudetes mountains claimed they picked up a repeating radio transmission on frequency 97.4 FM, despite that signal being inactive for decades. The old Tower 12 broadcast station, a metal skeleton perched on a cliffside, had been officially decommissioned in 1996 after a storm destroyed most of its structure. The tower had no power, no equipment left. The wiring had been removed. The building was sealed. Yet hikers reported hearing the same thing. A male voice repeating a coded emergency message, call sign 427, visibility gone, shadow in the cabin, requesting immediate evac coordinates, repeating coordinates, but the coordinates he gave didn't exist on any map. And the strangest part, several older locals recognized the voice. They claimed it belonged to Marek Kowalski, the radio operator who died in a rescue helicopter crash on March 18, 1996, the same day Tower 12 shut down forever. To understand the horror of what happened, you need to know who Marek was. Marek was a respected emergency radio officer, known for guiding lost hikers during winter storms. Tower 12 was his post, a lonely metal station subjected to brutal winds and constant fog. In early 1996, a blizzard struck the mountain range, leaving 3 hikers stranded. Marek sent out a distress call for aerial rescue, but the helicopter never made it. It crashed into the cliffs. Everyone died, including Marek. Investigators found his body at the crash site. His radio logs ended at 11:08 p.m., minutes before the crash. The final entry simply read, unidentified presence outside station, requesting immediate extraction. Do not attempt approach. After his death, Tower 12 was permanently shut down, and that should have been the end of it. On January 4, 2024, an engineer named Agnieszka was sent to the mountains to confirm the reports. She brought a portable spectrum scanner. At 1:13 p.m., her device recorded something impossible. A signal burst from Tower 12's frequency, a 5-second transmission that clearly contained a human voice. She captured the recording. The voice said, shadow at the door. Can't see its face. Don't let it in. Repeat, don't let the signal cut. Agnieszka, curious and terrified, checked the tower physically, but when she reached the location, there was nothing. No building, no metal frame, not even the foundation. Tower 12 was gone, as if it had never existed. All that remained was a square imprint in the soil. And yet, the signal continued. It kept repeating every night at 11:08 p.m., the exact time Marek's last log ended. The ministry formed a small investigative team. They set up equipment around the mountain and began monitoring. Over the next 2 weeks, they collected 41 separate transmissions, all from the impossible frequency. The broadcasts were fragments, distorted by static, shadow inside, can't get out, lights gone, cabin breathing, evac now. Before it wakes, not alone, it learned my voice. The team noticed something disturbing. Every broadcast was identical to Marek's real emergency reports from 1996, except for one detail. In the original logs, Marek never mentioned a shadow. That word never appears in any official documents. So where was it coming from? Worse, they triangulated the source and found the signal was not coming from a tower. It was coming from a point in the forest, suspended roughly 12 meters above the ground, as if the transmission was coming from midair, as if Tower 12 still existed there, just not in this world. An old technician who worked during the 1996 storm stepped forward. He brought a dusty cassette tape marked T1 to Marek final log. Nobody knew this tape existed. It was recorded hours before Marek's death. The audio was faint, but the final minute was chillingly clear. Tower shaking. Something outside. It's not the wind, it's tall. Wrong shape. No eyes, just dark. It's standing at the door. Marek to dispatcheth. I don't make it. Seal this station. Whatever this thing is, it's not human. It learned my voice. The team compared the 2024 broadcasts to the tape. It was the exact same voice, tone, breathing pattern, down to every syllable. Except Marek had been dead for 27 years. On February 2, 2024, the transmissions changed. Instead of repeating the same emergency lines, a new message played live reel. Not recorded, the voice whispered. I'm not alone. It's still here. It followed me through the fog. Not much time. If you hear this, don't come looking. Tower 12 wasn't destroyed. It was taken. The broadcast paused. Then Marek spoke one last sentence. It wants a new operator. The signal cut sharply, and it never returned again. The investigation closed shortly after. Officials declared it a frequency anomaly and shut the case. But hikers still find strange things in that area. Footprints leading nowhere, deep claw marks on trees, the faint metallic smell of old radio equipment, and sometimes a man's voice calling for help through the fog from 12 meters above the ground. Exactly where Tower 12 once stood. Locals say the shadow Marek described didn't kill him. It took him, and it's still waiting for someone to answer the broadcast, for someone to follow the signal, for someone to replace him as the next voice of Tower 12.